For years, Princess Leonor has been watched as the future Queen of Spain. Every appearance, every military exercise, and every official duty has been analyzed by the public and the media. But recently, one particular tactical decision during her military training has sparked intense discussion, not because it was dramatic or controversial, but because it demonstrated something few expected from a future monarch. Military observers were surprised by what they described as a calm, disciplined, and highly calculated approach under pressure. While headlines often focus on royal ceremonies or public appearances, this moment shifted attention to Leonor's development as a military cadet. So what exactly happened, and why are military experts paying attention? Let's take a closer look. When Princess Leonor entered Spain's military training program, expectations were already enormous. As heir to the Spanish throne, she wasn't simply attending as another cadet. She represented the future commander-in-chief of Spain's armed forces. Many assumed she would receive special treatment or be shielded from the most demanding exercises. Instead, reports from instructors and fellow trainees consistently suggested the opposite. Leonor was expected to complete the same physical challenges, tactical exercises, and leadership evaluations as everyone else. Over the past year, she has participated in field exercises, navigation drills, weapons familiarization, endurance marches, survival training, and command simulations designed to prepare officers for real military decision-making. The latest exercise, however, stood out for one important reason. According to observers familiar with military procedures, Leonor faced a tactical scenario requiring quick decisions while operating as part of a coordinated team. Rather than rushing forward or trying to stand out individually, she reportedly focused on maintaining formation, communicating clearly, and protecting the overall mission. To casual observers, that might not sound remarkable. But military professionals know those choices often separate disciplined leaders from inexperienced ones. Modern military operations depend less on individual heroics and more on coordination, communication, and maintaining operational control under stress. Experts noted that Leonor demonstrated patience instead of unnecessary aggression. She waited for confirmation before advancing. She maintained communication with teammates. She followed operational procedures rather than improvising without reason. These are habits military academies spend months teaching. Former officers commenting publicly emphasize that discipline is often more valuable than speed. A tactical leader who remains calm under pressure usually makes fewer costly mistakes. That is why Leonor's actions attracted attention. Instead of trying to prove herself through risky decisions, she appeared focused on accomplishing the mission exactly as instructed. Military instructors often describe this mindset as controlled leadership. It's not about appearing fearless. It's about making the correct decision, even when under pressure. Another factor impressed observers. Throughout her military education, Leonor has gradually transitioned from simply following instructions to demonstrating leadership qualities. Leadership in the armed forces is rarely about giving loud commands. Instead, it involves situational awareness, responsibility, and earning the trust of those around you. Reports surrounding recent exercises suggest Leonor has become increasingly comfortable taking responsibility during training scenarios. Military experts point out that confidence develops through repetition. Every successful exercise builds experience. Every difficult challenge teaches valuable lessons. For Leonor, each stage of training contributes not only to her military education but also to her preparation as Spain's future head of state. Spain's monarchy maintains close constitutional ties with the armed forces. The king serves as commander-in-chief, making military understanding an essential part of royal preparation. That explains why Leonor's education includes extensive military training across multiple branches. Her experience is designed to help her understand the responsibilities carried by those who serve. Experts say this practical knowledge becomes especially valuable during future military ceremonies, official inspections, and national security briefings. Instead of relying entirely on advisors, she will possess first-hand experience of military procedures. Another reason experts discussed her latest tactical performance involves decision-making under pressure. Military simulations intentionally create stressful environments. Unexpected obstacles, limited information, changing objectives, time pressure. These situations force cadets to think clearly while remaining composed. Observers believe Leonor demonstrated exactly that. Rather than reacting emotionally, she reportedly evaluated the situation before acting. That measured response reflects one of the core principles taught in officer training. Pause, assess, Decide. Execute. It's a sequence designed to reduce unnecessary mistakes during complex operations. Military analysts frequently explain that calm thinking often wins over impulsive action. Leonor's reported performance appears consistent with that philosophy. Physical preparation also deserves attention. Military exercises demand far more than tactical knowledge. Cadets carry heavy equipment. They navigate difficult terrain. They endure long hours with limited rest. They continue making decisions despite exhaustion. Leonor has participated in numerous physically demanding activities throughout her training. Observers have noted improvements in endurance, confidence, and adaptability. These qualities cannot be developed overnight. They require months of consistent effort. Military instructors often say physical resilience supports mental resilience. When the body becomes stronger, decision-making under stress also improves. That connection may explain why Leonor's recent tactical exercise attracted praise. She appeared prepared both physically and mentally. Communication also played a significant role. One of the biggest causes of failure during military exercises is poor communication. Even talented individuals struggle if information isn't shared effectively. Observers suggested Leonor remained engaged with her teammates throughout the scenario. Rather than acting independently, she reportedly emphasized coordination. Military experts consider this especially important for future officers. Successful commanders rarely succeed alone. They rely on clear communication and teamwork. That lesson applies far beyond the military. It also reflects the leadership skills expected from future national leaders. Interestingly, Leonor's growing confidence has become noticeable over the course of her military education. Early public appearances often showed a reserved young royal adapting to unfamiliar surroundings. Recent appearances suggest increasing comfort within the military environment. Whether addressing personnel, participating in exercises, or attending official ceremonies, she appears more confident than when training first began. Military psychologists often explain that confidence develops through competence. As skills improve, uncertainty gradually disappears. This transformation may be exactly what experts are observing. Another important point is humility. Despite constant public attention, Leonor has generally avoided presenting herself as exceptional. Instead, reports consistently indicate she follows the same routines as fellow cadets whenever possible. Military culture values humility. Officers who earn respect through performance rather than status often build stronger teams. That attitude may have contributed to positive reactions following her latest tactical exercise. Experts understand that rank alone never guarantees effective leadership. Trust must be earned. Performance matters. Professionalism matters. Consistency matters. For Leonor, each successful training exercise strengthens both her experience and her credibility. Of course, it's important to recognize that military training exercises are designed for learning. Even excellent performances include lessons for improvement. Every cadet makes mistakes. Every exercise provides opportunities to develop new skills. Observers stress that Leonor remains a student continuing her education. Her progress reflects ongoing training rather than perfection. Nevertheless, the consistency shown across multiple exercises has encouraged many analysts. Instead of isolated success, they see steady development. That pattern is often more meaningful than one impressive performance. As Spain looks toward the future, Leonor's military education represents more than symbolic tradition. It prepares her to understand the institution she will one day represent constitutionally. Military knowledge strengthens credibility. Practical experience builds confidence. Leadership training encourages responsible decision-making. These qualities extend well beyond military service. They shape future national leadership. Whether attending international events, meeting military commanders, or representing Spain abroad, Leonor's training provides valuable experience that few royal heirs receive to the same depth. Her latest tactical performance may not have involved dramatic headlines or extraordinary heroics. Instead, it highlighted something arguably more important: professional discipline, calculated decision-making, teamwork, communication, patience. These are qualities respected throughout armed forces around the world. Perhaps that is why military experts found the exercise so noteworthy. Rather than trying to impress through bold gestures, Princess Leonor demonstrated the quiet professionalism military organizations value most. As her education continues across Spain's armed forces, every new exercise offers another opportunity to grow as both an officer in training and the future Queen of Spain. If recent performances are any indication, her development is steadily earning respect, not because of her royal title, but because of the discipline and commitment she continues to demonstrate throughout her military journey. Only time will reveal how these experiences shape her future leadership, but one thing is already becoming increasingly clear. Princess Leonor's military education is proving to be far more than ceremonial tradition. It is becoming one of the defining chapters in her preparation to one day serve Spain. If you'd like, I can also create a YouTube-optimized description, SEO keywords, hashtags, and